No idea what happened. I mean, something happened. Obviously, something happened, and I don't know what it was, but you just turned on me.
Come on.
She says I talk. Okay? I'm a talker.
Two men played by Ben Stiller and Aaron Eckhart there discuss problems with women in Your Friends and Neighbors, which is the sharp-edged and merciless new film by Neil LaBute, who created such a storm with his first movie last year, In the Company of Men. That film is about two men playing a cruel trick on a woman. This one is equal opportunity, with almost all of the characters equally selfish, egotistical, and cut off from one another. Later, Eckhart tries to have a heart-to-heart talk with his wife, played by Amy Brenneman.
I just think we need to do it more often, not make it so special. I mean, it'll be special when it happens. Don't misunderstand me.
Is this really the best place for this, do you think?
The character played by Jason Patrick joins the other two men in still another discussion of their frustrating and yet relentlessly self-examined existence.
Well, what's your best then?
Hey, I asked the question.
If we're going to be revealing here, let's at least be fair about this stuff.
Okay, mine would be my wife.
Nobody picked their wife. Except maybe on a talk show.
One of the less cynical relationships involves Catherine Keener and Nastasia Kinski. Keener's thing is that she wants people to shut up. After a while, she just can't stand the sound of their voices.
For me, when I'm with a person, I figure at that moment I'm doing it because I want to be doing it. I don't really want to chat, you know? And personally, I could give a how they like the sound of my name. But any talking at all, seriously, just kills it for me.
Those scenes give a flavor, I hope, of the movie, which is like a condensation of half-overheard conversations in trendy restaurants between people who are locked into themselves and out of any empathy with anyone else. In just two films, Neil LaBute has become a lacerating critic of the materialist society in which people raised as consumers have started to consume one another. Your Friends and Neighbors is one of the year's best films.
It doesn't rate that high with me, Roger.
Really?
Yeah, and it surprised me because I so admired his first picture. These people are hateful toward each other, and so consistently so. I guess I wanted some space in there. I wanted an entry point, and
well,
I didn't find
I got
one.
the entry point in their unhappiness, in their loneliness, in the fact that they're reaching out but they don't have any tools to reach out with. And I loved the close observation of exactly the way they talk, the way they behave, the spaces they live in. The movie is not set in any particular city. All of the scenes are indoors, so we can't say, oh, look at those people from New York, or look how they live in Los Angeles. This is the danger that people are in these days, I think, that lacking the organic kind of community that we were lucky enough to grow up in, they're just cut off.
Well, I would say it probably goes to families. I don't think these people come out of families where caring and tenderness were ever expressed.
And they don't create families either, and that's what the movie is about, and that's why it's important, I think.
Well, I mean, listen, if it is describing a reality, yes, the film is important because it's a horror show in that regard. But I just felt that coming right after In the Company of Men, I've sort of seen this before. Aaron Eckhart, again, plays one of the scariest guys around.
Well, you know, I think a director has a right to his own style and to a consistent style over a period of movies. You don't say that Scorsese has done it before or Altman has done it before. They're developing.
Well, we'll see. I would say that he ought to consider putting in an entry point, putting someone who isn't so completely and utterly sour on themselves and other people.
Isn't Kinski the entry point?
Not enough for me, I guess. Coming up next, Vanessa L.